I'm standing for this video because I currently have too much stuff on my desk to put my camera on. So, let's talk about something that I was very excited for, then I saw the trailer. Oh, God, it looks terrible. Oh. So, there's a Star Wars pod racing game coming out on the Switch, and it looks bad. I say this because the graphics suck. You can tell they're way too rigid of graphics. You can tell the edges of, the scenery. It's very bad. It honestly looks like the old, like PS1 kind of graphics. It looks bad. Very polygonal. And the pod racers, they don't seem to be that many you can use. You can collect and upgrade. You cannot customize. There's no customization option. Like, if you could make your own pod racer, huge bonus, but no additions. You can just upgrade the pod racers. Okay. Well, let me quickly talk about the graphics part of it. They aren't just polygonal, but you're going extremely fast down whatever map it is, and you're expecting to have, cool scenery. But in the trailer, which, for the record, the trailer is supposed to give you a happy or like what's the word? Optimistic. There you go. Optimistic, vibe. It's supposed to give you like, this is what what it is, even though normally it's not that good. Normally they'll, exaggerate some of the details to make it seem like it's this epic thing, and they'll give you like the best of the best. But then when you get the game, it's not that good. It could be very good, but it's not as good as they portrayed it. When a trailer looks bad, you know the game's gonna be bad. Now, I will link the trailer, that is the official trailer, on the Nintendo, page. I will link that down below. It looks bad. And this is coming from the same system that made, Breath of the Wild, which was fucking beautiful. And you're giving me this pile of junk. Big yikes. Just big yikes. Like, how could you do this? Oh, Disney. Disney really needs to step into this more, because anyone who hasn't seen their stuff, they are very specific about what they let out. And if a game trailer looks like shit, they will not allow that. And yet, they own Star Wars, so you'd think that this would be a bit more quality controlled. Nope, no QC here. God, it just, it's horrible. And I'm saying this from as someone who actually watches and enjoys every Star Wars anything, from the books to the movies to the new movies. Yes, I enjoy the Disney ones. Fucking deal with it. To all the games, to all of the, comics, to fucking everything, okay? There's a bunch of shows, series, whatever. Everything has been great. This looks like shit. Even back in the day, this would probably be considered, pretty normal. But it's not normal now. This is like PS1 graphics. Like I said, or I should say PS2, because PS2 is more like when it really just looked very polygonal, and PS1 was like not really anything. So my point is, it's bad. You guys can watch the trailer. Tell me what you think, because in all honesty, if you look at the scenery, it is bad. It's too repetitive, too, just basic. Like, the coolest thing in the entire trailer was the fact that you could collect different pod racers. You don't have to stick with one. Problem is, you can only collect them. You can't customize them. You can't upgrade, well, you can upgrade them, but you can't, switch out the parts. You can't, change the colors of them. You can just collect them and upgrade them. As any racing game should have. You collect the cars and you upgrade the cars. This is no different than anything else. And just because it's Star Wars, people are expecting it to be good. Normally that would be the case. At least for me, because like I said, I enjoy everything Star Wars. I'm a fucking Wikipedia, just that can breathe and talk, okay? But this is trash. And I've seen JonTron's reviews of all the Starcade episodes, or it wasn't his reviews of this, his reviews in the Starcade episodes of his show, and even those looked better than this. The fucking Dance Dance Revolution, or not Dance Dance Revolution, what was it? What game was it? I know it was on the Kinect, I know that, which I could get. I could very well just go buy it, but I'm not going to. But there was a Star Wars thing on that. I actually remember playing that at the, what was it called? The YMCA. God, I haven't been there forever. I called it the Y, but there was a YMCA in my neighborhood that I always used to go to, and they had the game in the teen section. So, because there was a little teen area where they had video games. Yes, an exercise place had video games. Of course, most of them were exercise-based, so it was like all the Kinect movements and everything. But my point is, even that looked better than this. Oh god, even the bird versus camel meme. Oh my god, even that has an excuse of being an older game. This doesn't. This comes out on a system that runs such good graphics that it has one of the best games of all time, which is Breath of the Wild. And you're giving me this pile of junk. Oh, anyone who buys this game, for the record, other than unironic purposes or to test it or, review it, is an idiot. That's just my opinion. But if you see the graphics, link down below to the trailer, you'll understand. You will 100% agree. If you don't agree, then look at Breath of the Wild, then look at this. Look at any other game on Switch, then look at this. Not gonna fly. So, let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. Maybe even just, tell Nintendo to fuck off with that piece of trash. Like, I understand. Make a game whatever you want. But don't put it on a system that is brilliantly made by a company that makes some of the most iconic video games. I'm sorry, have you not heard of Mario? Mario. Oh my god, the ultimate plumber, Mario. Have you not heard of him? Even that has better graphics. The original Mario was probably more fun than this pod racing game will be. Because it looks like you can literally just race around on a basic pod racer with crappy scenery. That's what it looks like. It looks like it'll be a repetitive race, but all you're doing is holding the things. That's it. Because that's how you control it. The controls are weird because, the pod racer has two things in the front that go up and down. Well, that's how you control it, with the little thingies. I don't know what they're called. Deal with it. I don't have a Switch, so sorry. I am gonna get one though, so I'm not getting this game, that's for sure. But that's how you control it. I'm sorry. Will it not get boring doing just around a basic map for the whole game is just pod racing? If you can at least buy new parts for your pod racer, that'd be cool. But they don't say that in the thing, so you'd assume that it would be there if they're gonna hype it up. They can't hype it up because there's no hype. There's nothing to hype. As you can tell, this has actually upset me. God, because I always support Star Wars. It doesn't matter who's in charge of it. I always have supported it. It was my entire childhood. Well, not my entire childhood. It was like 98% of my childhood. No, it's more like 50% of my childhood, to be honest, because I watched episode 6. I'm sorry, I was a pervy kid. I saw the Leia in the bikini on the cover. Deal with it. Not knowing what Star Wars was, by the way. I watched it, and, well, that's what came up. My whole childhood, I was just like, boom, Star Wars. If something isn't Star Wars, it wasn't interesting to me. Star Wars and Doctor Who. Those were only two, main shows that I really, really liked as a kid. And Slugterra when that came out, but that was because it was cool. That was a cool theme. And then, stuff like that. Okay, my point is, Star Wars was awesome. They're ruining it. And I understand people are like, they've already ruined it with the movies. I still enjoyed them. They weren't as bad as they could have been. I was actually expecting Disney to ruin everything. In all honesty, I was expecting Disney to fuck everything up. They've done a decent job. Have you not heard of The Mandalorian? I don't like how they made everything Disney Plus though, because I had to pay for that. My point is, Disney hasn't fucked it up as bad as everyone assumed they would, because everyone loved The Mandalorian. I mean, Baby Yoda, how could you not? But we weren't expecting to love anything that Disney made for it. Disney's, it's a beloved franchise. They own everything nowadays, but they're beloved. They know what they're doing. But they don't own Star Wars, so it's different. The changes to the community would be catastrophic. And this is the first time that I can guarantee everyone will say, yeah, they really fucked this one up. Because it just looks so damn repetitive. And as someone who actually has a rule where I have to be able to spend 1 hour for every dollar I spend on a game. So if I enjoy the game for 1 hour after I spend $1 for the game, so if the game costs $20, I expect to spend 20 hours of gameplay and enjoy it. If not, the game's not worth it. That's how I rate the games. That's how I rate any game. And if there's like challenges that you can do, that's a big bonus. Now I understand Nintendo could update the game, have things like, daily challenges like, crash into 100 civilians. I don't know. How are you supposed to add challenges for pod racing other than just get a victory? Or get a victory with this kind of upgrade. There's no challenges you can do for like daily challenges or whatever for rewards. And what are you going to use the rewards on? You can only upgrade the pod racers. Maybe add new... Look, I have no clue. You can't upgrade a game that is just literally racing. There's no way to do that. GTA is amazing and they can have constant updates because there's more than just racing. There's everything on it. So, just racing seems super basic. It seems so bland that you can't do anything with it. So even if they release the game and, anyone buys it, which honestly the only people I'm expecting to buy it are reviewers, it's not going to be fun or worth whatever price they're going to ask, unless it's free. Because I can maybe say I'll get maybe an hour on it, maybe an hour. But graphics on a system like that are just not okay. Like, you have to have good graphics for a game to be enjoyable, especially when you're doing stuff like racing, where a lot of the racing is like, yeah, look at this outside world. Mario Kart, Mario, another famous Nintendo franchise. Like Mario Kart. Beautiful worlds, everything's been really well done. Even in the original Mario Kart, for like for the Game Boy? I had the Game Boy one, I don't know if that was the original one, but I had the Game Boy version. Even that, with its, really 8-bit graphics, looked really good for a Game Boy game. Like, that was really well done. And then you give me this, which is worse than a Game Boy game. How is this acceptable? Now, once again, go check out the video in the description below. It'll explain everything. You'll see it. You'll see the trailer. There's a reason why it's like a 40-second trailer, because there's not much you can really showcase in a game like this. And what you did showcase will look so bad. And I'm sorry, I'm ranting, I'm going in loops, I'm sorry, but I'm extremely upset by this. It's so frustrating. Okay, end the video now, before I get extremely ramped up, and I can start going off the edge. And maybe even jump off an edge, because, they've ruined my favorite franchise. They haven't ruined it, I'm going to say that right now. But pod racing is something I've been looking forward to for forever. I've been so optimistic about a pod racing game. I've been like, yeah, we need more pod racing games out there, because there's like none. There's like 3, I think. I only remember there being 3. All of them are pretty, they're okay. They're not fun, but they're not unenjoyable, I guess. They're kind of just something you would do if you had nothing better to do. They're not like so bad that you'd be like, I'd rather just sit around than play that, which a lot of games are. But they're not exactly like, this is my first choice go-to game. They're not like that. So, I've been really looking forward to a pod racing game. And on the Switch, I was expecting it to be amazing. And then just today, I saw the trailer. It's been out for like 4 days, I think. Now, I'm pretty sure. But it looks just terrible. Just so terrible. Man, if you guys, like, the volcano or the lava level. I don't know if it's on a planet or not. It might just be in a regular volcano. Who knows? There's a lot of volcanic planets in Star Wars, but who knows? Maybe they won't even go to another planet. Maybe it'll just be, you know, some sort of underground lava pit. Look, I don't know. Star Wars has been fucked up. Okay, they've changed a lot of things. They've switched around a lot of things. They haven't used as many of the original details. So who knows? It might just be a lava level or a map just called Volcano or something like that, or Molten or some stupid name like that. My point is, even that, which is like one of the coolest things you can do in a video game. Like, have you guys seen Bowser's Castle in Mario Kart? It's one of the most, you know, most cool maps to race on. They look awesome. They're very hard to race on, in my opinion. But they always look really cool, like the lava all around the castle, and it's just, the atmosphere is really cool. But it looks so bad. Now, honestly, I hope that the trailer is just not anywhere near what the game is like, because the trailer looks like trash. The game might be good if it's nothing like the trailer. But considering that trailers are meant to do the exact opposite of that, and they're supposed to be better than the game itself, it kinda fucked up. Okay, ending the video. I gotta end it. I gotta end it. So here's the... I'm ending it.